Hello everyone, I'm back. This is Rachel. I am on my own this time. John is downstairs. I think he's watching videos. He doesn't want to play. I think he's probably a bit scared. That's the truth.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Used to make me dizzy.
So I believe we might have got to this part where we were reading this report, and I think John read that out for us very well. So I'm sorry I haven't been making any videos. I'm sure the 4 subscribers were very disappointed. But we got to this ride. This is my favourite ride. I was telling John before. But let's see if we can find Callum.
Come to mommy, Callum.
Mother duck said quack quack quack. I can't see him. Can anyone see him? I don't know. Oh, he's no. The good thing about this game is you think that you keep seeing him, but you don't. Let's see if we could be missing something here. Let's make sure we're not missing anything.
Where are you?
What's down here?
Treachery hides in thoughts.
Oh no, what we're doing?
Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. They shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
There's something gone on between you both. It certainly sounds like it. You've definitely got a strange relationship. Oh, I saw something then. What was it? Oh, ooh. Read page. Do I go in now, Mary? I thought working the part. Oh, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't many tourists around. Most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that is about Chad. Chad! What is it about Chad? I mean, Steve, see, even I'm starting to call him Chad. I went to school with a guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad, the chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Look up your daughters and all that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was little things like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it. It wasn't even a work day. Some of those staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass. Whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him, puking up in a gutter outside the cycle station, because he sure as hell can carve a me nice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the eyesore, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, looking at me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up. Aye, fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor when he came by, Chad. Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing. So here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Emman. So that was read out in my lovely Coronation Street style. Oh, sugar. Oh, no, you can't catch me. That makes... No. I'm not scared. Sorry. Was that meant to scare me? I want to go in there. Did that make anyone jump? Because I wasn't really concentrating. Sorry, I just need to adjust the microphone. So, by the sounds of it, there's a lot of links to do with ice sculptures. I don't know any of the backstory to this, by the way, really. I only just read up the brief description that they put on the website, so I literally have no idea what this game is about.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
Come on, let's go through. Can I not go through? What is this? What is this?
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Mummy does need to see him, but at the minute I'm just going to play on the bumpers. Well, this is a very big bumper car place. I think ours are never, in England, ours are never this big. This is pretty big. If you're going to put them on there, at least let me have a go. Oh, it's a bit creaky. I'm going to stand under the spotlight. Oh, it's... Oh, examine... Oh! Employee Francis DeFreen. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Oh, Francis was crushed by the weight of the car. Oh, Francis, you were killed. Have you had an accident at work that wasn't your fault? Where's the blame? There's a claim. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you find employee's portion of a worker's compensation form? Yes. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load and doing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter would provide them with the urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this? Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory in drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. The local labourers are very superstitious, and this hasn't happened. Some of them are refusing to return to work until someone from the local church walk the park and exercise the bad spirits. Oh, and what do we do? Oh God, that actually made me jump. Well, you missed, mate. You missed. Okay. Oh, it's going to be one of them games, isn't it, that nothing happens. Nothing happens. Well, she pooed herself then, didn't she? It's over here. Let's follow the light. You know what they say. Follow the light. So I'm basically...
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
I'm basically... Ooh, look at that shadow. That's a bit creepy. I'm basically doing the job of the church and walking the park. I don't know about exercising.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
Well,
Once,
pretty much.
when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
So she basically just nodded and agreed and got on with it. But I think we've all been there when, well, I've got 2 older sisters. I've been left in the car. Not when I was really young. Depends how young you are. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you leave the windows open. Parents. Continues laid by the incompetence of the builders. I can barely read this writing. Or birders? The problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumours about what old man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why. Choose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Islands are a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power that just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favours back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that old man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me to find the piece of the plans that I'm missing. Okay. So there's a lot of history about this place. But do I get to ride on that? That's all I care about. I ain't got a wristband. Might have a few tickets. Let's see if we can ride on it, because I've not been on the big wheel for a while. And, you know, it seems like the perfect time to do it.
Alan, where did you go?
I have to go that way. Oh, goodness sake. This is the exit. Come on, Rach. Get a grip. You ready? Before I go on this, I assume it's going to let me go on this. Is it going to let me? It's got to let me. Come on. Ooh. So, I think I'll leave it there for this episode, and we'll see you next episode whether I increase or decrease the speed. So, I'll see you later, folks. Bye.